Hello and welcome back to Cities Skylines 2 in the city of New England. We have some things to do today, and one of them is fixing some of the tree placements that I don't know what happened, but there's a train line that go through the trees instead of having them around the train line, which is not great, you know. I was looking at the first person camera and that triggered me off. And then after building this area, which we did last weekend, we will move into this one, which is potentially our last area in the game that we are going to build, including I don't know how I will go from the with the trains connecting in this area, or if we build like all the buildings, roads, and all of that in this area and then build the train, or if you do roads, train, public transportation, and then buildings. I don't know. We will see as we progress. And Alex, thank you for the follow and for the like. Really appreciate it. Welcome, everyone. I hope you're all having an awesome weekend so far. Where was the train line that I was looking at? And I think that was here. Yeah, that is. Hold on. Is it here? It is. Look at that. How can trains go through that? I think that's slightly hard for all of them. But let's do our best here to make sure that we don't have like trees on top of the lines there. We'll do some work. We'll do some work today. If I can actually click on the right things. This is not mine, so I have to move it. Maybe a little bit challenging this way. Remove all, just plants. Yeah, that will stop me from getting the wrong thing. Also, could use this, so this makes things slightly faster. And then we make sure that we don't have any trees in the middle of the line there. Hello, George. Welcome. How long have you been playing Cities Skylines? I believe since 2016 or 2017. Was about like 6 months after the game came out. The first Cities Skylines. And then I never stopped. How about you? Do you play the game? Are you enjoying it? This one is okay. What? Something happened. I don't know what, but something definitely happened. Maybe between like some what I'm looking for, I think that's, yeah. Maybe with a game updates or something like that. It kind of trigger all the anarchy on the trees over there. That's the only thing I can think of. I have a lot of experience. Some, yeah. I can say that I've been playing for a while. Been playing early access on things, well, it's a long time ago as well. So I've been around in this game. Just looking if we are good for the rest of the train line here. Sorry, I know that I'm also moving slightly too fast, so Apologies for that. It's a bit odd in here. Don't know if I can make that better. Let's see. Can you see your city entrance? That's an interesting way of putting it because we have like several city entrance. This one. This is one of the city entrance. Going through this highway, we have another one just here. And then moving ahead, we have another one right here. And then another one right here. And then moving along, we have this other one that joins this highway and connects to the city over here. And I believe, yeah, we have another one over here. And I think, yeah, that's it. These are all the entrances in there. How to connect highways to medium or large roads. Usually like this. I try to keep the same number of lanes coming in here. So if I have one on this side plus one on this side joining with two, and then we go into a two lane avenue in there. And I think I have some other places as well. I knew this would be lower traffic in this area because of all the commercial buildings and specialized buildings in there. So I had this main avenue with 3 lanes in here, but then I didn't put a lot of effort in this, to be honest. But yeah, it connects in that road in there. So one lane going out, another lane coming in. I could have done lane mathematics here and here, but again, I knew this wasn't going to be busy, so I kept it like that. And I think, yeah, this one is another example. Heading here, I actually, this came with the map, so I just made sure that we had lane mathematics in here, even though this is a little bit odd in there, but that's all right. Why we have 4 because we have one extra coming in here. This is one that I've done as well, and this uses a little bit more of lane mathematics because it's a little bit easier in this area. So I just want to make sure that everything flows. And the last one that I'm going to show you is this one, which gets the busiest because this is the main connector for the industry in here. And as you can see, you have a bit of traffic in here and a bit of traffic in the traffic lights in there. But yeah, what I've done, I gave them a way to do a U-turn. So I think we had at some point we stopped right lane turning in here. And we had one connection and then we changed it. So allowing right turn and not having a road connection in there. So this became kind of obsolete, but it's still there, a U-turn for them. And, sorry, wrong buttons. And then over here, basically joining, always trying to respect like some lane mathematics in there. 1, 2, and then, oh, we do have people doing U-turn there. There we go. Another one. And yeah, getting then 3 lanes into the city, and then that feeding into the industrial. Big thing with industrial, I have this entrance in here, and then later on I've added this one as well to make sure that traffic was split, and then the actual cargo train is over here, so it's out of the way from that. Otherwise it would be a nightmare for the entrance. So yeah, hopefully that gives a bit of overview. I play too, but I don't have the patience to keep a city going for long. Once problems of the city start popping up, I usually give up. Yeah, I've been there. Sometimes I get that as well. But I don't like the challenge and the fixing aspect of the cities. So I keep coming back. That's my weak point, I guess. Thank you. Hello. Welcome. I'm doing really well. Thank you. Excited to be here. Let's build. Yes, 100%. And I'm excited that you're all here as well. Really good to see you all joining and hopefully having a little bit of fun in here. Just trying to make this a little bit nicer because it was looking really bad. I know that we will probably have to redo the flanks in there. If I can even find where that farm actually is. So that's this one. Oh, was already here. Just so I can make sure that this is all in the right place. And remove all of this. A bit of fence in there. That's good enough. That's why I admire your channel. Thank you. Appreciate that. And I like to do things slowly as well. Like, I'm not one of those builders that some do really well. So, like, don't get me wrong. It's just a different style. But I take my time. I look at things and I try to fix them when I see like things like this. Why is this happening? But yeah, I think from my style that works better and I enjoy it as well. I've lost where I was in here. Where's that train line that I was fixing? It wasn't that one, it was this one, yeah. Was there anything else around here? Yeah, more trees over there. You mentioned your industry could be prettier. How would you do that? Something that I'm trying to learn still, AQ. It's not something that I master yet. I feel like one of the things there is that I usually have like a lot of buildings too close together, and I'm just trying to see which one is this. That building. Ah, no. Oh, that rock is from the actual building, not from. How do I remove that? Let's try it. I know that that is a way. Let's go closer. It's not that one. It's not this one. No. No. This one. Nope. I thought that is one. Surface and space. No, that's not that. These remove moving objects and scenes, bypass confirmation, net lane. I don't know how to remove that rock from there. Weird. I know that I can remove like the sub-buildings, things like that, but yeah, not sure. But yeah, before I finish this, let me just show what I mean AQ. I usually build them like all next to each other, and usually industrial parks you have quite a lot of space between all of this. It's not simply just like a bunch of buildings next to each other, and this looks quite compact. You have quite a lot of cement, don't get me wrong, but not a lot of buildings like this, and I feel like this is what I might be missing, and I might try that at some point and try to get this better, because when you look at the city, I feel like the industrial part is the one that usually stands out quite a lot more because it's not unique. I think that's what I'm trying to say. And I wish they can bring the game into Mac. Yeah, that would be fantastic. I started playing on a Mac as well, and actually, no. I started playing on console, then I played on a Mac, and then I played on PC. Just where you fix things, can you smooth the train line a bit, maybe? I think you're talking... zooming around here, AQ? What I was doing here, or there next to the airport where we were doing the work here? That's a sexy highway. Oh, nice, thank you. Put the tree back over the rock. Oh, it actually gave me an idea. Hold on. Remove all. Not this one. Why the new one? That's always the best solution. Goes right here, so people don't actually see it. There you go. Okay, trees, let's move. Good. I really don't know what happened there with all these trees. That's so odd. That's better. It is better. You can remove the rock by going to the terrain tool, then nature, and then brushing. So let's try that. Terrain tool. Then nature. Nature. There you go. And then what does it say? And then brushing. Oh, I see. That's right. What is that rock?
Hi there. You're listening to Cloud Lounge FM.
Nope.
Me, Cantina.
It doesn't work because that's an actual asset of the airport, I believe.
5 stores up in the Golden Ridge building. This morning, when I was in the elevator on my way up,
Annoying, but it's alright.
We're live. We're expecting
It's doing the volume thing again between screens. So weird. So weird, DQ. Unfortunately, that is literally nothing that I can do about that. Or then look at it again and see if I mess it up. Just one device, one audio source. Yeah, that is really nothing much I can do about that. Hey, Special Benny, how are you? That's the city. Looking from some different angles in there. The other one, not airport merge, is rough, not T-style. So let's take a look at that EQ. An asset deleted with better bulldozer ensure remove sub-elements. I tried, but I couldn't. I'm pretty sure I clicked that before. What is that? Ah, come on. I was pretty sure that I've done that. Thank you so much. I knew that there is a way to do that. AQ, which one are you saying? Is it this one? I don't think. Yeah, this one I can't because that's the set, I believe. Although, you know, I can like that one, or maybe not. Well, I can see that I can select it. Probably because we are inside the airport. Kind of complaining about it. At least I liked you. I think I have to leave that. This one is possible. Maybe not like that. Oops, sorry, train. Let's move that out a little bit. And then I think we should move these 3 now to here. You could rotate the building and put it on a side street. Which building, AQ? I'm a bit lost, sorry. Rock would be on other side. Oh, you mean the airport? No. I don't think we even have the space anymore to do that. Oh, we could have a road in here, I guess, but we wouldn't be able to have some traffic here all the time if we did that. But we fixed that, so that's good. Not the 1 year. Oh, okay. Can't wait to get a PC to play CS2. Oh, I hope you do that soon. So we smooth this out. I think you're talking about these connections, right? Yeah, the vanilla connection usually don't look great, but I can't change this because that's inside the building. It's a building. Although maybe I can. I don't think if this is from inside the building, it's really hard. Yeah, I don't think that is gonna work. I can. Oh, all right. I just had to click somewhere else. Okay, I guess. I don't have much space here. Maybe if I bring this one a little bit further back. No, won't let me. I think this is the maximum I get. And that'll be it. Won't even let me change this. Oh, that was the blue one. Sorry. Yeah, that's the maximum I can do for this side. Oh, good luck finding this. We have this here. It's just weird, like where you click on things and where they actually go. This does look better. Young Hearts fan, well, thank you for the follow. And welcome as well. Oh, I wish I could do that. EQ, unfortunately, I don't think that's going to work for some reason. Please let me click there. If I click here, I can get that one. kind of work and then it doesn't. It's the same thing on the this one might be around here. There. All right, this one. Oops, not what I want. That's blue one. Yep, go back a little bit. Like this. Just a tiny bit. Yeah, that one I won't be able to do it. What I may be able to do is here. Can I get this a little bit better? I don't think I can. Maybe if I make a slope. Actually a pretty good connection. Anywhere else that we can actually click on things? Let's see this one. This looks a little bit better if it didn't crash the game. Oh no. It crashed, even Steam, it crashed everything. Oh wow. Okay, hold on, coming back. Coming back soon. Apologies for that, sometimes that happens. Jenny NAQ, thank you very much for the gifts. I was so into the actual fix of the line there that I missed that. So thank you very much, and thank you very much for all the likes. AQ, always very nice. Really appreciate that. So many likes. You're all really, really nice. Okay, reloading. If for some reason you don't see the Cities Skylines screen coming up now, then let me know. But I think we should be fine after it loads, which is taking a while. I don't know why. I don't know if it's like any updates on mods or anything. It's taking a little bit longer to load the game these days than before. I don't know. I really don't know. I know that having mods and adding more mods make it slower. But yeah, I haven't added anything new that I can remember would affect this. Anyway, almost there. The volume thing has fixed itself. Go wonder. I have no idea why that happens. Alright, let's load it. Just wait for these to fix loading, because then it loads faster as well. And we need the textures to be in for some of the areas of the city, which always help. Almost there, guys. Let's get that sorted. And done. I'll go with the autosave. Oh, we got 3,000 people while doing all these changes. I noticed that sometimes the game doesn't like move it or not the controller that much. Oh, at least we didn't lose anything. That's good. It struggles a little bit with that when you change too much. So maybe I'll leave this for now and I'll finish removing the trees from inside some of these areas. If we still have 2 rocks in here. Now it should work, I hope. There we go. This is good. This is not good, but it's never been good before, so that's okay, I guess. They're really like weird behavior them. So one thing that I would love to do is to stop them doing this crossing. I've tried using this type of road here, although I haven't tried that after like several of the fixes that we have. Maybe I should try that again. This one. And then just here should be more than enough, but I'll bring all the way there. Just so we hopefully don't have many problems. And we hope for the best there. For this one, I will remove U-turns. Still allow them turning right in there. Probably not on the last lane. This one can still go straight or right, that's alright. This doesn't need to go over here. Yeah, this is okay. No U-turn, that's what I wanted. We still have like a lot of people walking through here. And this is one challenge, but at least, I think, why do you turn over there? Look at them. Look at this. Well, at least they're not doing here anymore. So that works a little bit better, which was causing like a lot of problems. It might just cause people coming from here not being able to get there, but that's good because then they can go through. Let's see, I'll leave it like that for a while. I think it makes sense. Like this entrance and exits for cargo trucks, basically, they're usually a big issue anywhere. But I think this is a little bit better. Alright, why do we have traffic in here? Because, well, you can see what might have happened in there. And I love that the ambulance is just there. And like while everyone is here. Not feeling great. Look at the people having fun while all chaos happens on the other side. I love that. Mohammed, thank you for sharing the live. Delete the car. Ah, they sort themselves out. I don't mind. We still have that issue with the noise pollution in here. No matter what I do at this spot, we try to increase tree density in here just for improving the noise protection there, but it doesn't really do a lot more than it's already doing. Okay, not all cities are perfect, right? It's like this spot, it's always a big issue over here. I think we fixed what we had to fix. We removed trees from almost everywhere I should remove. Let's fix that. Give me this option. And move this over here. All right, it's a little bit better. This is okay. Can go slightly further. Okay, now we sort it out. Anywhere else? No, this is good. This is good. I think that was it. Other than this building floating over there, that's okay. I think that's fixed. All right. DJ Browson, welcome and thank you for subscribing. More trees, not in this area, it could because of the airports. I'm trying to be conscious that even here we shouldn't have that amount of trees, and I read that. Words, I read that. What's going on with this? It's a subway yard, yes. Have I never connected? Oh, it's connected on the other side. All right. Oh, there's a tunnel over here. That's why. I was looking at this and like, that doesn't look right. But yeah, it's over there. All right, that is okay. I think I'm good. Oh, there was one other thing that I want to fix. Sorry. Moving around, which is here. You see how these go flat and then all of a sudden jumps up? So I want to fix this. Hopefully I don't crash the game again. Is that the right tool? No, this is the right tool. And what I want is this one. So let's start here, stop there. We have a much nicer slope and we apply. Oh, thought the game was gonna crash. And on this side, we start here, stop that, and we apply. And look at this, looks so much better. Oh. This was something that was annoying me so much, you would have any idea. What's that mode? That's the slope tool for the network tool. So this is the mod, network tool, and I'm using the slope tool and is in out slope. I could use arched as well and select like this one and this one. It would do a good job, but I want this to be flat. I love this tool, like this is one of my favorite tools as well. Look at this, this is another one that we could make work. I don't know if it can. Or maybe, what am I thinking? Maybe I will try this one. We have the height. Hold on, what's the height? I think that's the important thing. If I say this, so it's, I think it's 7 or 7.5. Yeah, 7.5. That's the arch. Go from there to there. I forgot to look at that. 8 sounds good. It looks a little bit odd in here. Oh, it's because the arch, the top's probably over there. So I could kind of shift where that is as well. Is that right? Yeah, I think that's okay. Maybe not. I just found something. We have this connection here, and that's not gonna work. You know what? That's okay. What I could do is come here and say slope. Unfortunately, we don't have slope on a crossing over there. Oh, maybe over here.
Hi there.
No.
This is Cantina Forrester, and you're listening to Cloud Lounge FM.
Yeah, we have to try and see what works and what's not. In this case, it doesn't, so it's okay. Can you make a tour of your city? Yes, 100%. Can you connect the other end with that subway, maybe? I'll take a look at you. Give him 1 second. So this is the city, full city. So over here we have our oil industry and that really bright sun reflecting everywhere. We have our port in here. Old town around there. Sorry, didn't did a big jump there. Then we have this kind of identity area over here. Bit of reclamation lands over here. This is going towards the initial area of the city. We started basically right here at that crossing over there. I think we started over here. Added industry, some commercial, I believe it was here. We changed this area twice already. But yeah, services are at the back there. We have our university or with our park over here, River Park. Then we have our bit of an expensive area to live over here, and our specialized services and commercial around here. Moving into the airport, so lots of businesses in there. And this area is our kind of main skyline over there, which I quite like. And lastly, which we built last time, was moving over here, this area. Very secluded area, not huge, pretty small, but yeah, does the job over here. And I just saw something that I wanted to fix a little bit, maybe not too late. There we go. Why that house has gone? Oh, okay, you can rebuild. That's all right. But yeah, this is the city. Next, we're gonna build over there, which I might start very shortly. But I think what I'm just trying to say is basically if we have like anything that might be broken or that we need to do changes. Yeah, this is better. This could be better, that's for sure. Where do we start though? Probably here. Yeah, I think so. No. Maybe. Nope, that's not there. How can I make this slightly better?
Good morning, good day, or good evening, depending on where you are. This is your host, Cantina Forrester, and
Need
you're
more
listening to
flatness at the ends, so
a call from one of
yeah,
my
I think so.
listeners this morning.
There we go.
His name was Joe, and he asked me if I ever.
Now it's better.
temperatures across
That's such an amazing city. Thank you, Brandy, and welcome. What's this map? That's called Tesorino. Tesorino. Okay, this looks a lot better now. This is already good. This is okay. I'm a little bit afraid of changing, but let's try. Here to here. Can remove some of the flatness over there. I think that's okay. Bits maybe. A little bit less. No, I think that's good. And that's actually better because I want these very close to the ground there. Okay, let's do this. For this one. Things that usually don't matter. I actually feel like this is a little bit better. Yeah, and then look good being next to each other as well. Alright, I'm happy with that. On the other side, we kind of do the same, really. How can I get so much money like you? Hold up, something went wrong there. So from here to here, yeah, that's better. Let me just finish this and I'll talk about it. All right, good. I think the main secret for making money in the game, that's very, well, it's not the main secret, or it's not even a secret, but I guess the way I play and the technique I use to make more money, it's a conjunction of having some unique industry, so, or specialized industry, really. It's not this one, it's this one, specialized industry. So as you can see, I make quite a lot of those and make a very good use. At the start, I don't do quite a lot of this. It's just like, I think I done a couple only. That's good enough. If you can export energy or water, do that as well. I believe we do export it somewhere. Yeah, over here we export, and you can see right there. And water, the same thing. If you can export that, if not, then well, don't, but it's best if you do. This is one thing. Now, one of the main mistakes that everyone does is adding way too many services to the city and way too soon. So they think that like you need a police station over here, another one here, another one here, another one here. No, especially at the start of the game, only add services when you feel your city has stopped growing and you don't have like enough demand. So usually I don't add any at the start, and like police who come from another city, ambulance who come from another city, hearse will come from another city. And then while built and I see, well, they're not building anymore, it's kind of slow going, then I add like, crime is high, so add one police station, and then that take care of the whole city for a while. And then they might need some healthcare, and then you add that, and then one elementary school, and then slowly you build on that, making sure that you always have more income coming rather than spent. So at the moment, as you can see, that I'm still making money, but not as much as before. And what I've basically done was lowering all the tax rates because we don't need that money anyway. You can see that my industry is what brings most money, and that's what I was explaining at the beginning. Services kind of like spending quite a lot on everything. So as you can see, I spend 30 million and in tax I get 39. So this balance should be always positive for you. And what else? Oh, the service trade. Yeah, exporting electricity and water. You can see there that I make a lot of money from electricity. So yeah, I think that's the two main things that I see people usually not doing right and following the same track. And thank you for the follow and welcome. Hope you're having a good one. Have you played the first game? And if so, what is the difference you notice? Oh, I've played the first one quite a lot. I played that for years and years, and I have like a lot of videos as well in my YouTube or even on my TikTok account about with the first game. Main difference, I think, it's hard to say because it's at points they kind of feel like the same, but at points they are very far apart. At the moment, you have a lot more content, and I realize that I'm not showing you anything at the moment, sorry. While I talk about this, maybe you can take a look at something in here. Let me kind of do a mini tour of the city while I talk. But yeah, the first one has a lot more content, and you can, especially for me that create videos about the game, it's a lot easier in the first one because I can do one video about like creating a zoo or creating a theme park or creating a university area or creating like a unique airport, and you have a lot of things in that game like that, and you just have like 11 years of content basically, and that's fantastic. And obviously you have so many mods and custom assets that is ridiculous, so you have more freedom right now in the first game. For the second game, I think the first thing that comes to mind is basically how the game looks, and it's a lot more realistically looking than the first game. The first game is a little bit more cartoonish, and I enjoy the style of the second game a lot more. There was a lot of issues with the second game when it came out. Now, Iceflake Studios and Paradox, they are doing a fantastic work in bringing the game into a place that I feel like it's where it should be, and it's how it should look and how it should play. They're putting a lot of effort in fixing things like the simulation, and how the game looks, the texture, the performance, bringing some new things along the way as well. So it's been quite a nice mix, and they're listening to everyone, which is fantastic. And I've been enjoying playing this. So last time I played the first one, I think was a year and a half ago or so. But I'll be honest, I don't know if I'll be back at the first game. I'm really, really enjoying the second one a lot more. So I'm having fun over here. Hopefully that gives you a little bit of an overview of what I think. Why is it so bright? Is the way the light is reflecting, like in some areas, because of the clouds, it's reflecting on the cloud itself, and everything keeps bright. So if I move a little bit, it's much better. It's just these are the things that I don't really like about the game, right? Some odd things like that. Brandy and Jonathan, oh wow, thank you both for the gifts. Really, really appreciate it. Thank you very much. I hope you all enjoy it. Have any tips for new city builders? I'm building Miami. Oh, that's fantastic. I think more or less what I was just talking about like not having too many services in the city at the beginning, because that will be a big challenge for you. And at the same time, where are we building here? I'll take a better look. At the same time, I usually say build slowly, because trying to build things too fast is usually a recipe for disaster. And I don't think that people usually don't have a good experience with the game because they try to build too fast. So build slowly. I know that sometimes we want to get like a lot of buildings, a lot of things all happening at the same time, but take your time. Don't overdo it. The game is fun if you take your time. Right, this will be an interesting area to build here and to bring everything. I think one of the main, the first things really that I want to do here is get a train station around here so we can connect these everywhere else. Where are we? So we have trains going through here. And I'm thinking that we could branch it somewhere over here. Not here, because this is a bridge. And sorry, that is the light reflecting there. Hello, I really like your city. I have a question about one of the assets you use, and if you have a link to. Of course. Which one's it? So yeah, I don't know yet if we get it from there or from here. I have to take a look what's easier. But going through this area over here, over there, alongside the highway, and bringing it, maybe the station is somewhere around here. I also think this should be a small station. Before we said we would do, I think there was a low density area in here, if I'm not wrong. Unless everyone wants something else in there. And Astro, just say which asset you have a question about, and I can talk about it. And we need a buzz line getting in here as well. I haven't forgotten. So if you look at this, right, and I think we have sort of flat area. Yes, we do have a pretty nice flat area. and feels like a perfect place for a tunnel in there as well. And I think we have a tunnel over there. Maybe... I don't think we have a tunnel through this, although we could. Or maybe we bring this... It'd be a huge challenge to build anything here, I'll be honest. If we do a tunnel, we could try something above there. It's a nice bridge. And AQ, I remember you said to try to make this a bridge as well. I'll take a look at that later. I haven't forgotten about it. I think I have some ideas on where that will go. So instead of just looking and trying to guess, let's start working on it. Also have like a road going over there. Public transportation, let's go for trains. Let's get some small trains, maybe small train station, that's enough. It's very tall. Let's take a look. It might be this one, the Watanabe Tower, or this one, the all-room spire that you're talking about. Let me know and I'll show you. I think they are all from the same DLC. I can look at this. Yeah, the Watanabe is from... Watanabe's base game. Next to the Brown Hotel. The Brown Hotel. Oh, unless you... This one, you mean? I don't know if we have a hotel in here. That's so sometimes it's a bit difficult to see where things are that you might be looking at. This one, the observation tower, I think it is. Or does that have another name? Or just observation tower, really? Yeah, that's called the observation tower. We have the Grandview Heights, we have the Hurston Yards, Orrum Spire, Westmount Tower, Terminal Citibank, Frankfurt Court, Long Wires Tower, near the... This does look kind of does CN Tower. Yes, it does. And then we have this Western Observation Tower over there as well. Astro, I need some reference for that. Do you see like any road names around here or any other reference points? Otherwise, I won't be able to to find it. Is it a terminus? I won't do a terminus, but maybe we don't want a terminus station in there. Could do a medium or small. It's cargo. This is a really nice one, but it feels like way too much for this area. The sunken bypass train station. No, something elevated would be nice because we're going to tunnel that anyway, but I don't think that'll be great and not very smart as well. What I'll do is this one. We will go. I think this is how we will do this. I want at the back there. Like so. I love to build a place as choo-choo, but I mainly focus on roads and highways. That's awesome. Sometimes I like building only roads as well. Are you enjoying CS2 as much as I am? Give me a train line now. Now we're starting to do the fun part in here. Now for this. I believe we can do have parallel. What is the generator? Oh, definitely not what I was. Maybe I think I know what I'll do. I'll create the initial connections and then I will use that to connect. If I do this, that is a little bit of an elevation in here, which you could go through here and then connect there. That sounds all right.
Hi there. You're listening to Cloud Lounge FM.
I think this will work.
As you know, I'm coming at you from Cloud Lounge FM
And hopefully this
5
works.
floors up in the Golden Ridge building. This morning, when I was in the elevator on my way up here, I noticed
This just in. We're live, and we're expecting
Hold on, let me see if I can find it. Grand Hotel. What is that? Here, all right, Grand Hotel. This is an actual high-density residential building. This is a high-density. Sorry, I should be doing this. Yeah, this is a unique building, finance term. How is your game playing smoothly with that population? Oh, that population is pretty low for what we've run that in here before. We got to around 500,000. I think that was the maximum we got. And we have this one base J98. And we have Digital, which is just a normal office building in there. All right, let me know if you find what you want there. I'll be back to building roads or train lines. And I'm lost. Oh, it's here. All right, let's go back to this. So yeah, we said connect to, what's that called? Double train track. I hope we do have this double train track. We do. That doesn't really look great, I'll be honest. No, that doesn't work. So I'll do it myself. What I want is to be able to get, it's here more or less. Over here. And do this. Also want constant slope. That's great. Why did that? Doesn't make any sense. Okay. What's happening with the game? Maybe we do a little bit. Why is it doing this? It's doing some funny stuff. Alright, let's try again. Sometimes it's not as easy as it looks. Thank you, Astro. Thank you for joining. I hope I found like the right thing you were looking for there. So let's try this again. I don't know why it did what it did before. We need a tunnel. We need a slope. And we need a connection. Alright, much better. See, how hard is that? Okay, I will need to buy all this. We're making a lot of money, so we can. So buying this, and that. Need that one as well. No slapping, no slacking, keep tapping. Thank you, really appreciate it. Thank you very much. User, thank you for the gifts, really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Now this is the area where I'm a little bit unsure. We have two options. We can come through here and kind of cut through the mountain in there instead of going around, or we can go around. and go... That'd be pretty hard to go around as well. But if we cut through the mountain, I am... What is that? Where you came from? Like this? Probably going through the whole map. Nope. That is so odd. Well, it stopped. That's so weird. Let's come up here. Yeah, back to what I was saying. Like you're back. Nice. We put down the train station there. We are starting to make our way into this area over, that'll be a long line over here. Now this will be indeed interesting. I'm thinking if we should connect these underground as well as or maybe connect over here and we go around. Would that even be possible? Let's see. Maybe a bit of a tight curve in there. Let's see. Like it's possible. Not too bad actually. All right. Let's fix this. Building, thank you. Let's bring that one over here. Give me a note, thank you. And I'll probably increase the size of this industry following the line there. Now, ooh, this will be very... How much would that tunnel the whole way through the mountain cost? In the game, let's see. If I... Where is that? I just connect here. That's very cheap. Like 136,000. Not really realistic. Instructor Hyper drink sure, yes. Matthew, welcome. Aries, thank you for the gifts. Really appreciate it. Thank you very much. And welcome as well. Okay, let me buy more tiles. We need this. Probably not need that one. We'll need this. Maybe this, not sure yet. Feels like I'm talking too much and doing not enough. But I'm really trying to get this right. Because if I get this, where are we in here? In this line. If I were to grab this.
Lounge FM with me,
This just we're expecting unseasonably high temperatures across.
Never seen anyone take its game serious, not gonna lie, I usually flood my city with sewage. Sometimes that's the way. It's all about having fun. If you're having fun that way, then like, who are we to say otherwise, right? It doesn't feel like this is the area we should go. It feels more like this, but it's a pretty steep way for the train. Another way we could do this is get a bridge from there to there, and we would cross it over here. Might be the best way to do this, actually. Oh, I like it. I like it. All right. I think we have our way there now. The only challenge is where do we cross? I think, or what I mean by where do we cross is it will have to be from here. But how do we get through the mountain? I think that's the biggest thing. We could go through there. Let me do this. I think you go through here. Then we go kind of straight. And this is where things start to be interesting. Don't want to go up, so we need to be careful here. Any tips to keeping open spaces in city regions? Trees. That's always the answer for everything. I'll show you in a second what I mean as well. It's not just like a joke and that's it. No more context, just the trees. What else do you need? Over there. What I mean by that is basically like add vegetation between houses. This is always a good thing. In areas, I think I did a very good area over here. So I created custom parks between some of these buildings and also added some park assets in between them as well. But making these larger and makes it feel like it's all part of that building and gives you a much greener space and wider area. Something I did here, I didn't add like a lot of roads, left some space between those buildings and added some vegetation as well. Usually building parks or adding some detailing yourself, some vegetation like this. Otherwise it's all buildings everywhere and it doesn't look that good. In high density is more or less the same thing. As you can see, I left in the middle here a lot of empty space. It's a park in between several other buildings. You can see a lot of empty spaces, and I do add parks, I do add vegetation, some detailing over here. One thing that I like doing on main avenues and close to highway, always add like a tree line as a buffer from buildings, so you wouldn't have like houses right here on this main avenue. So I do that, and that's a little bit easier to manage. Like over here, like you don't have that, and you don't have any buildings on the main avenue. Sometimes I do add in there, but depends on what you're trying to achieve. Just some ideas that you can mix and match with other things. This is bit odd, but I think it's okay. It's doable. So now that is the challenge, and let's try to use a complex curve in here, though I might not need that. Let's try something different. You know what I need? I need to know height. Probably need to go higher in there and maybe have to move that electrical thing that I forgot the name over there. Then could connect in here, which means plus 1.4 gradient. Hold up. I need to do this in a different way. I think we need a special bridge in here as well. I think this is okay over here. And then kind of might still work. Let's see. Go from there. I'm so afraid of pressing this button, but let's do it. Okay. Like, hopefully, tunnel entrances are usually an interesting thing in this game, but we can work with that and fix it a little bit as well. I don't know why they do this. It's just like, I think the terrain shape in there, but I'll fix that later. So we'll have this, get in there, cross it over here. Euro-P4, thank you for the follow and welcome as well. Ooh, this would be also interesting. Where are we going? We are going... Well, we have to go... Oh, we have these as well. I could go above, even if we cross that road, that's fine. Could bring it around. The problem here is that I might need to bring these over. Yeah, this would be another challenge in there. We're still pretty far. Damn. All right, let's keep going. And curve section. So we're going here. And then again, how do we get on this side? Could go up a little bit instead of down over here. That could be a way, and then we had like a big curve. What I'm thinking is this. And potentially I can see the angle there, that will help. Would that work? No, we'll make a bunch of tunnel through there. I know that we have like this space over here. Maybe I'm just trying this the wrong way. Let me try this. This way. And I'll change this a little bit. So we'll go from here. I don't think I'll manage to get a point connection there, but that's around here.
107.1 Cloud Lounge FM. This is where it's at.
Warm temperatures across the region today.
Hello, I'm Nazim. That's called Tesorino. Tunnel under volcano. That's the one thing I'm trying to avoid, EQ. Come on. Don't push me to just go through like... Whip. That's too easy. I hate when it does things like this. Let me try and fix this. I'm doing the whole thing. Right, maybe not now, later. Okay, we now can curve around here. But can we? Fine. I'm trying to go there, is that correct? Maybe we can tunnel through this. Alright, this is the area where we should go. So sometimes I try to do like the most difficult things, I know. But that's the fun. That's how you have fun. A little bit. That's too much. That's okay in here. Now from here, well, to kind of go a little bit further. What's the angle? A little bit under. All right. This is going up. We need to go down a little bit. There. And I'll hopefully be able to do this. Why is this so low now? Let's go up a little bit. I think this would be okay. I want this to be a tunnel later on, so... And this will be a tunnel as well. Love that. Looks so bad. Hello? That doesn't look good. This is better. Alright. Maybe we redo this little bit in here, I guess. Then we go from there to there. That's a straight line. Hopefully be easy. Not a tunnel. Probably elevated. This looks so awful. Come on, game. Why are you doing that? Maybe it's my own fault. Let's take a look at this. Let's work with the terrain a little bit and see if we can make that better. Is this game free? No, it's not. I think EQ gave you a very good indication there on the price of the game, but I usually would consider would say take a look at your local thing, because the price can change depending on where you are in the world. That's too large, too small. I'm not sure if I like the way this is looking. I might actually change it. Make it like that. I think that's much cooler. Now, why is this? Okay. There, make it tunnel. Connect all this, and still looks awful. I might need to cut through as well if it doesn't work. Let's try before I give up and cut through. Yep, won't work. Game doesn't like to play. Anarchy hates terrain. Oh, you think that might be anarchy? Let's try it. Thank you. I heard that Cities Skylines is under a new development team. Do you know if it's true? Yeah, it is. That's called Ice Flake Studios. Yep, still the same issue. All right. I'll do it my way then. Doesn't look very safe to get through that. I'll do this and then we'll come back and work on these areas to make it nicer. Otherwise, we'll never get out of here. Would flatten terrain help? Yes. But would I want to flatten the mountain? No. I'm trying my best to keep working with the terrain over there. This one. Yeah, thank you everyone for all the likes. Really appreciate you all. 4,000 likes on TikTok. That's amazing. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for everyone on YouTube watching as well. Really appreciate you all. It's always really nice to have you all in the live stream and watching, commenting, suggesting, and having some fun, which I hope you are having. This is pretty much a straight line there. But not really. Spoke too soon. Lower it a little bit. Also remove this one. Okay, here we go. I think I have a better idea for this. This will go... I think we go from here, but we will have to go up. And I'll do a stretch over here just so I have the reference. Do it longer the way. One over the water. Yeah, this will be going over the water just next to the highway over there. And I think I'll cross it over here. And then I'll cross over the road over there as well. And hopefully that works. We'll see.
You are listening to Cloud Lounge FM.
We're expecting.
It's been quite challenging building this area, but I like it. Where am I going with all this? I think... Oh. Don't do that. Oh, I guess we have a better way of doing this. So this should be slightly curved, as we know. And from here, we'll have another curve that connects there. But I don't like that curve, so we'll do that again. There we go. I think this is pretty high. So now that we have this, I can go over here, grab the slope tool, and I don't know if I could go all the way here. Oh, look how good that is. I think that works. Nice space underneath there. All good over here, all good over there. All right, that works. Hello to everyone in Indonesia. Hope everyone is having an awesome weekend. We have parallel 2 with 2. really work? That's another question. That's rail, double train track. This is what it would look like. That could work. I'll obviously do some other things here to make this better, because there is some wrong areas in here. So starting with all this. And then we definitely need a better connection. I think I'll remove this a little bit. All right, now we go back to using the slope tool. I'm going to start here and finish over there. Okay, that is better ish. I think I'll digress a little bit. Although, no, that was the whole idea there. No, it wasn't. I'll do something slightly different. Your object height, and this would be this one. And now I will do okay, we are keeping this higher. That's the idea, because then we can cross to the other side at the front there. And Alex, hello to everyone in Colombia as well. Bagus, thank you for the follow and welcome. I hate this game, great. It's required bit high PC specs. My laptop can do that. Yeah, it's definitely not a game for a laptop, unfortunately. That's so true. We have to redo all this. Getting there, like it's taking some effort in here and some time, but I think we will succeed in here. It's such a difficult area to do all this, but this could be an interesting thing over here. Let's see. If I go through there, might be able to be higher up in here and follow this. I think that worked better. Let's do this. Like that first. And oh, how do I do this? Easy way is to try and connect all of this. Actually work in our favor here. And then from here, not the question. Oh, we need to go there now. So we're not that high.
This just in from traffic. We're expecting.
Is your city based off a city? Not really. It's a mix of ideas and exploration that we are doing along the way. So there's not like an actual area here that is based on anything. Maybe, like for example, this area is a little bit based in South Bank, Brisbane, to have the river, have the park along the river. But yeah, there's some inspiration from places that I visited in the past and that I lived before, but it's not meant to be like one specific city. Alright, this is kind of odd in here. It should still go straight, if I'm being honest. Let's try it. Right there. That's such an odd place for all this, but I'm committed. Let's go down. I only have CS1. Oh, that's still a pretty good game these days. I think it holds well. And it's a game that I like very much, but I don't play as much anymore. So I keep measuring this to make sure that I'm not messing up the slope. I know this needs to go down a little bit. Or, yeah, it needs to go down. No. We're going down in here at the moment. This needs to go up. This needs to go down. So let me try coming from this place now. And we go. Okay, let's work together on this. And I do know that I have to fix all the power lines in the power lines. That's the name. I was trying to remember that for so long. The city is really cool. I love this game, but I'm lucky if I make it a small village. Yeah. Do you make the mountains yourself too? No, that came with the map. That's a volcano in here, over there. It's a really nice map, this one. I feel like we still need to make a bit of a curve in here. I don't know if people living in this area would be thrilled about this, but you know, there was a deal. They always knew this would happen. There. And now if I make this is it. Yes, we can get plenty of elevation there. Now, how can I do this in a better way? Let's try something like, oh, this will be, I know this looks a bit weird, but bear with me. Not really. Let's try to reconnect there. Again, what's the height difference? So I need to go up a little bit. More or less over here, I guess. Yeah, I think, was the wrong curve in there. Let's try again. Is that right? A little bit more. We know we need to go up, so let's go up a little bit more. And then let's see what we get. Okay, I can work with this a little bit as well. Let's get the slope, say, maybe from here, maybe, no, from here, all the way. Why don't we start there? And for some reason it dies over there. Oh, it's probably because of the power lines there. Let's try this again. Yeah. Start here, finish there. I think it works. I don't know if I'm doing too much in going that way instead of just going around, you know? Let me look at the comments before. Tunnel under the house. That's one option. Can you review your town? I can give you an overview, bird's eye view of the city. You can take a peek at what I have. I think he means his computer struggles. The game is very easy. Yeah. Talking about the issue in running the game. What mods do you use? No, not zero mod. This is the mod. So this is the network tool. Use road builder, traffic light enhancement, traffic, Lumina picker, find it. I use Anarchy, I use node controller, I use extra assets that move it. That's quite a bunch that I use. Hermano and Gary, thank you very much for the gifts. Really appreciate you all. That's very nice of you all. can hear the residents booing and hissing. Yeah, me too. I don't think even I like that idea. Could make the rail line follow the coast? Let's do it. Tunnel on. No, that's all we're trying to avoid. That's the easy solution, and I don't think anyone would build it that way as well. So I think this would change basically from there. That'd be a much nicer view for whoever is on the train.
Hello and welcome to Cloud Lounge FM. With me.
I love how do housing. Mine is all square residence, which is boring.
But before we
I do
dive
both,
into the
yeah.
topic
But I've been
today,
playing quite a lot with. Sorry, let me
interesting.
move this on.
We're expecting.
Quite a lot with like grids and all of that. But as you can see, I play around with grids. I break the patterns. I make like things like this. But usually, this over here is more aligned with my actual style. So let's see how this goes. Take one further back. Connect over here. Bring it all the way there. Also remove this. I think that's it. Now be a little bit more on the free mode here, just to make sure that we follow the coast. The only thing I don't like is this. Love it if it tunnels through. Let's see. If I go there. I think that'll be something we do later. Now over here. And that's probably how we get there, I guess. It's not giving me an easy way to connect over here. Is that connecting? Yes, it is. All right. All right, now we slow this a little bit. This is all lowering down a little bit. Let's do it. For this one, I hate that. And I want to fix it. Here we go again. No. I don't know why it's doing that. Maybe. No, I go there. Don't have like an underground mode. I think I can move those two down a little bit and try to kind of do this and arch the other way. Ah, it doesn't let me. Now the visible path is over here, is on the ground. The same issue we are having with the on the other side. As you can see, like this is how it should look, but this is how it actually works. Alright, so I hate that. Alright, I'll do a couple of things here. I think what we can do is hide this a little bit. And make this greener. Hopefully this give us a better... Look at this! Look at this! Well, this would be... This need to be like a very dense. Maybe we do that instead, and I can select all the ones I want. And we just go here and kind of hide that. Sometimes that's all you can do, really. Can I even... get like a nicer panel in there? Maintenance, at least. Okay, this is at least better. Oh, I have to fix this. But let's slope it. Put it back. Back. We need to fix this as well. Let me move these three. Move that one. Okay, that's all right. And then we slope this as well. This is the one I want. Maybe like this. Yeah, that's a slope. That's okay. Even though it looks a little bit weird there, that's okay. In here, we need to update this as well. That looks better. and we'll have to do some work around like this. But I think it makes a little bit more sense to have it in here instead of going that way. And looks better. It certainly looks better. Sorry, I wasn't looking at all the messages, but yeah, let me take a look at this while you look at the city. I'm just going back on the message. So many. What map is this? I don't remember if I replied to this or not, but it's called Tesorino, Tesorino. How's your subway network in town? I'll show in a second. Yes, like in Japan, so beautiful like engineering. Thank you. Really appreciate it. Straight across there. Got it right. Thanks, thank you. So efficient to travel. Is the trees natural or you planted it? Some came with the map, some I planted. I usually plant quite a lot of trees. Thank you, EQ. Thank you, everyone, for all the likes. 5,000 likes. That's awesome. Thank you very much. I'm a passenger. I like a beautiful view. Yeah, that'll be an amazing journey. We might do even a first-person view when we get to that. The water will flood in the tunnel. We have a special pump system that won't flood in there. Don't worry. The mail must be delivered, yes. What are the requirements to run this game? I'll be honest, Vinny, I don't remember. But if you look at the Steam page, it does have the minimum requirements and the recommended requirements in there as well. And that's up to date as far as I know. Looks beautiful on the ocean. Yeah, it certainly does. For person that asked about subway, where is our subway network? This is the green one. So let me hide some of those. And no cargo. Yeah. So this is the subway network that we have. Go all the way to the port here. We have another line over there. And we have one connection between both in here. And I don't think... Yeah, we didn't do one connection there. So the only connection between this line and this line is over this bit over here. But yeah, this basically covers the whole city. This is the subway network. As we hear, this is the current train network. And obviously we'll create another one all the way to here. And buses, these are our buses. And we need to connect buses over here still, and just notice that we don't have buses over there. And I think we have a couple of tram lines. Yeah, just kind of an inner city loop in here, which just goes over there. Pumps of hopes and dreams here, full power, yeah. Have you tried Tropical 6? Yes, I have. I really like that game. It's pretty fun. JB, hello. Sorry, I missed your message. Plays S2 on MSI laptop and it works very good, no problem at all. Oh, that's great. It depends on your specs, that's true. MSI laptop with the best games, unit list, 32 run, and GeForce 2070 with 8 run and i9 10,900 processor. Yeah, on laptop, I think probably that's the minimum. But yeah, but look, this has been awesome, but it's getting late for me and I'm hungry, and might be the reason why I'm saying ham instead of bread. So I think that would do for today. We fixed a bunch of things today, created a new train line that will feed into all the new area that we're gonna build. So this is coming, and at least that's done now. I think we can improve certain areas. I know that there are a few things we need to do there to make it look a little bit better, but we'll get to that. I think the big thing that we had to do, which was create the whole line, was kind of tricky and time consuming, but we got there. Big thank you for everyone to endure with me and watch and participate and make things more fun along the way. Really appreciate you all. Thank you very much, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Bye bye.